Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot. So it is really good to be back. I know it's been a while. There were actually 3 different reasons why I was away for so long. I think it's been almost like a month, but it's really nice to be back. So as some of you have seen on the community post, I did catch COVID recently. So I'm much better now. Thank you guys for all your well wishes. But you will notice that I'm a bit scratchy in the voice. So if I sound weird, that's why. The other reasons, one, I was doing some side work, some new side work that took some time to like fix my schedule. But the third reason is that I've been working on this this creative project that's really meaningful to me. I'm almost finished with it. I've mentioned it a few times. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but when I am finished, I'm going to let you all know, and I'm really excited about this. So we will talk about that when I'm finished. So for today's pick a card, I have not done a love reading in a very long time, and I just figured I would come back with this and just really just focus on the messages for it could be for romantic love, yes, but if that's not your situation, that's actually fine. This is messages from or about your person. So we're gonna just get the messages for anyone significant that you're thinking of, and for most of you that actually will be a love situation. But for the messages from them, I will be using these written cards that I created when I started the channel. Okay, so we're going to be drawing actual written messages from your person. Okay, so for our selections here, we have the 4 groups. They're all hearts. I will show you each one, and the selections are in the groups are in the timestamps and in the comments. Remember, it's a general reading, but the personal readings slots are open, and if you want a personal reading, the link is in the description. Okay, why am I taking these cards out? Okay, so here are the 4 groups. This is group number 1. This is rose quartz. Group number 2 is the amethyst. Group number 3 is selenite. And group number 4 is the green-purple fluorite. So just take as much time as you need. Again, you know, it's best to watch the videos or pick the groups that only fit with you, resonate with you, your intuition calls to it. So if for some reason any of my videos don't really call to you that moment, that's fine, you know, click off and you can watch a different one or just wait till the next video. Okay, so take a breath, go with your gut, and whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 1, which is the rose quartz heart. So again, if you skip the intro, this is messages from or about your person, depending on, you know, like whatever your situation is. It doesn't necessarily have to be love messages. This is also going to be for whether or not you're with the person and speaking to them or not. So it's both going to resonate. So just obviously whatever resonates for your situation, you can think about the messages in that way. Spirit, this reading is for group number 1, please. Our rose quartz group. And the energies for them, especially the messages from or about their person. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 1. Okay, so for you guys, I'm going to start off with the question of what do you need to know about your person, I think. I'm just going to go with the flow as I always do. I'm very fidgety in group 1 because I feel, especially after an absence, because it takes me a minute to get adjusted again. Spirit, for group number 1, please, our rose quartz group, can you tell us, first and foremost, what do they need to know about their person, depending, whatever their situation is? Spirit, for group number 1, what do they need to know about their person? Thank you, thank you. Rose quartz group, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I'll show you in a moment. Alrighty. So for you guys, you got the Queen of Pentacles, Justice, the Star, and the Knight of Cups. So this is an interesting starting spread because I'm not getting a message about your person. I'm getting a message about you. And what I am seeing here, especially from this one, especially from the first card, what I actually saw was that there is a sense of security and stability and even safety with either you, your mindset, or even your situation right now. But I think for a lot of you, it's going to be internal. So I think that that's a great start. And especially because we have, well, the rest of the cards really do show that as well. But especially with the Justice card, you can see the balance here. So I think that with a topic like this, or when it comes to especially these types of relationships, it's a huge thing to be able to feel safe, to feel secure, and to just, feel grounded. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. So to me, that bodes well for the messages we're going to get. Regardless of how your person is towards you or what the relationship is like, if you are feeling secure within yourself, this really means everything. This means that you can feel, relaxed about the whole thing, that you won't have any major issues, no matter what comes towards you, no imbalances, because you feel secure, you feel trusting within yourself, and secure within yourself. So that's a really good thing for your own internal sense of balance. And then with the Star card here, I'm just wondering if maybe there's a lot of wishes or visions for the future, perhaps. It shows that you're kind of thinking about that in terms of moving forward here with the Knight of Cups, so that could be something there. So to me, it's a little funny that they showed you this message first. This has nothing to do with your person. I actually like the fact that this is a message about you and for you and about you, because again, it just shows something about your path ahead. So let's see where we can take this. Spirit, can you please tell us what do they need to know about their person now? For group number 1, what do they need to know about their person? It could also be obviously suggesting the fact that your relationship with this person might be fair and balanced, but I have a feeling that doesn't resonate for everybody. So let's see. What do they need to know about their person, please? Group number 1, Rose Quartz. Message about their person, thank you. Okay. We have here the 5 of Swords. Okay, so I think more appropriately with the Justice card, it's that you guys want that sort of balance and fairness with your person. So I don't know if right now there's a little bit of conflict. It could be even something trivial. For others of you, it could be a little bit more than that, where someone here in the equation could be feeling a bit left in the cold or without some sort of knowledge. That's kind of what I'm getting from this card. Meaning to say that someone here is, when I say left it in the cold, I mean that someone here is left wondering something. They're left not exactly confused, but they are left pondering something or wondering about something, and either you haven't brought it up or someone hasn't brought this up, and it is kind of leaving that sense of coldness in a way. And with the 5 of Swords, these 2 5s are showing that there is a little bit of that conflict there. So again, you're wanting this balance and this security for those of you that's your situation. But again, going back to the Queen of Pentacles, this is really good because it shows that no matter what this imbalance or challenge is bringing, you can rely on yourself. So 5 of Swords is showing a bit of that temporary battle energy. So hopefully this is going to be resolved soon, and we'll check more cards. We also have the Hermit. Now, I feel that with regard to your person, one of you is definitely in this heavy contemplation mode. One of you may be really tuning inward right now. I'm not sure if this is both of you. It even actually could be, especially because of the Justice card and the Star, telling me that you, in your side of things, that you are thinking about a lot, especially about the questions of the future, or again, like these visions of things, specifically about the future, I think, for many of you. So the Hermit, yeah. So someone here is really tuning inward and kind of just keeping to themselves. I don't necessarily think that anybody is... I don't feel secrets. I think it's more of just a lot of overthinking, a lot of introversion right now, needing some space to just organize things mentally and just take that time for the self. a little bit of solitude there in a healthy way, or at least in a necessary way. For group 1, please, what do they need to know about their person? What is the message about their person so far, Spirit? What do they need to know? Group 1. Lots of stuff came out right there. Okay, we have the Tower. So I wasn't too sure about the Tower with how it actually fell out of the deck, but I think that for some of you, a smaller number of you actually, there could be some internal sense of shift and confusion, and for some of you it's much more than that with your person and what they're going through. So that could be why they're kind of turning inward right now. Let me just get the other cards first. Okay, you're getting quite a few 5s. That's 3. You got 3 so far, 3 out of 4 5s. So you can see from this one that there is some kind of either argument, conflict, disagreement. For some of you, it could be hassle that is going on right now. Now, what I can gather from this is that I have a feeling that some of you are even watching your person go through this, observing how they're dealing with their issues, and you may not be affected in the same way if you're in this grounded energy. But to see your person go through this is a bit difficult, okay? So I do think that no matter what they're saying out loud right now, I do think that they're going through a little bit of a difficult time here. Definitely mentally, again, internally. Yes, it could be in their environment, but this seems to affect their inner world much more, in a more pronounced way. Okay, we also have here, we have the Fool and the 6 of Cups. Okay, and then we have the Page of Swords and the 4 of Swords. So this here, again, is giving me that vibe that they're kind of just keeping to themselves, thinking and thinking and thinking a lot. Now, for this one, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to factor in. The Fool and the 6 of Cups, it gives me this feel. This is a very strange combo to me to get in the cards. Being that these are children, and that the Fool sometimes can have those vibes of like actual foolishness, right? I'm not sure if this is, for some of you, that there could be an air of childishness on someone's part here. And I think that this is temporary. I think that if this is the case, that whoever is acting this way is only acting this way out of frustration. And you know that feeling where things are just not going our way, we're kind of like caught off guard, we're thrown off balance, and then we just kind of have that tendency to act out a little bit and become extra frustrated, you know, kind of snapping at the other person a little bit. So that might be the case for some of you. Okay, so can you tell us anything more of what's going on for group number 1? What do we need to know about their person? What do we need to know about their person, Spirit? What do they need to know? Let me just get these. I think that your person currently is weighing the option of communicating more truthfully, clearly, transparently. They're weighing this, or someone in this equation is weighing this. I feel like it's them. Sometimes these readings can be confusing because it does go vice versa a little bit. But I think that someone here is sincerely weighing, speaking more truthfully. They have different reasons for why they could be holding back. For some people, it's pride. For some people, it's fear. Other people don't really know how to articulate themselves if it's confusing for them. But they are thinking about this. You can see these 2 cards here are really like the back and forth. Okay, the scales, or the 2 swords, the conflict. But they do, I feel like this person, your person, ultimately they do want to be honest and transparent and communicative. But again, they may have different reasons, unrelated reasons from you why they're not doing this, but they want to, and this tells me that they probably will ultimately. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else that we need to know before we get another deck or ask another question? Spirit, what do they need to know about their person? Okay, we have the Judgment card, which I did accidentally say earlier instead of the Justice card, and then now we have the 9 of Cups. So what I see here, this is really a funny thing that I'm seeing, actually, because I think that whatever this person is going through now, it may feel like such a huge life transition and so kind of end of the world feeling in the moment. But this is the opposite. They're like, this thing that they're going through now is going to end up being temporary, and they may even feel, and you may even feel actually, that it's not a big deal. It's a bit trivial in a sense, because it's like the little things of daily life and stuff. But what's funny about that is that as they progress forward, they're actually going to be seeing a huge spiritual shift anyway. So I'm not really sure why this was happening. It could have just been like sort of like a test of their faith. It could have been, just because that's life. But I feel like soon this person is going to be transitioning into something that is more of a... This is a more of a spiritual and deeper lesson for them. So that's kind of what they can... That's what you guys can kind of look forward to. That is going to be coming soon. So what I find interesting here is that we're not really getting a sense of this person's inner world. Instead, we got the fact that they were containing their thoughts and their feelings. So they're a bit guarded, I think. I think that your person is a bit guarded. Remember before I said about the Fool and like that kind of childish vibe that someone's throwing off here and over here? They want to be clear and communicate with you, or in general, but I'm not getting the sense that this is happening. So let's dig a little bit deeper here. Okay. I wasn't really expecting this, but you guys on your end, you may feel, or even in the past, you may have felt a little bit insecure and thrown off balance because of this, but hopefully for most of you, that's not the case anymore. In fact, you may be kind of used to it from this person. If they've done this before, or if you've just gone through this before, I think that as you're going through it now, a lot of you may not feel that inner sense of maybe like anxiety or insecurity, because you feel more grounded within yourself. For the rest of you, if you feel like that's not true, that's what's being asked of you now, is to ground yourself. Like, to simply, that is step number one, or the only step. Ground yourself. So you can do meditations, you can, just interact with nature, you can write affirmations in your journal or something like that to feel safe within yourself. And this is going to help the situation. It's going to help you, and it's going to help ultimately your person overcome whatever they're going through. So let's get a little bit more here. Spirit, can you please tell us a little bit more on a deeper level? What do we need to know? What does group number one need to know about their person? What are some messages about their person? I completely forgot to mention in the intro that you have to think about, that you should, it's better if you think about the person and kind of have that in mind, but it's implied, I guess. Group one, what do they need to know about their person right now? Okay. We have the Death card, so there could be some kind of an ending cycle. And again, I do feel like it is a bit shared. I do think that it is for both of you, that some kind of unstable cycle is coming to an end. And then we have over here the Four of Wands, so that tells me that there will be more stability coming soon. In all ways, your situation, the emotional piece, and the spiritual one as well. Again, showing this over here, this like, to me this feels like fulfillment spiritually, so that's really nice. They're trying to say, this is implied, it's like reading between the lines here, really interesting kind of flow. They're trying to say that soon your person will be focusing on what truly matters to this spiritual path and this existence. They're going to be focusing on the deeper things, I think. Can you tell us anything more? What do we need to know about their person, please, group one? What else, Spirit? I think that what you're going to be seeing is that your person is going to become, as the weeks and months go by, you're going to see a noticeable shift in terms of them being able to deal with their emotions and speak about their emotions. That's what I'm seeing here. We have the Page of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. I think that it's just a matter of them finally pushing themselves, or kind of letting go of some either fear or hesitation so that they can finally just speak out. So over here we have the Page of Wands, similar to the Fool, what I saw before, but this time it's a little bit of a more curious and adventurous feel, a little bit of passion as well. And they're applying that energy to just say, let's move forward now. Let's not be stuck. Let's not move backwards. Let's move forward. And I do see emotional maturity growing as we speak within your person. So this is, again, this is a really interesting reading. So I do see that they're going to have that. Let's see if they will speak on that, though, because that's not what I was seeing before. So let's now get messages from them. Okay. I don't know if I should use a different deck. I think I might try that. They don't strike me as shy. This is really not about shy. You know what it could be for a lot of them? I'm getting this vibe that they've been on their own emotionally and in a lot of ways for their whole lives. I feel like this is a type of person, I'm just getting this vibe, that they've had to fend for themselves for a very long time, that they're used to being independent, that they're used to being even loners. And for that reason, like they have that sense of inner strength and just sticking up for themselves in ways of survival. But I'm just getting this feeling that they never really had to deal with their emotions in that particular way or express them or anything. They were just kind of looking out for themselves and their survival, and they just didn't find it necessary. So it's yeah, your person is very interesting. Okay, so let's try to see if they want to talk to us. Spirit, now can you please give us messages from group number one's person? So group one's person, please, would you like to tell us anything? What are your messages? If you could say anything to group one today, what would it be? Group one's person, what would you say to them? They're very hesitant. You can see the shuffle. What would you say to them if you had the freedom to? Group one's person, please. What would you say? Wow, the first card is that they are carrying a lot of burdens. This is not just one, this is many burdens. Bottom of the deck, you do have the Hermit again. Notice the solitude. So the vibe of the Hermit card is totally different when you're sharing it with the Ten of Wands. It is showing that they are holding everything within themselves. This person is a hard nut to crack, I feel, for many of you. And again, going back to what I said, they may not be used to speaking their minds. And I feel like in the past, before you were more grounded, for you guys, that this probably was stressful for you. But again, if they could say to you, if they had the freedom to speak, they would tell you that they have a lot of burdens in general. Okay, so they carry a lot of burdens. Okay, what else would you tell them? Group one's person, what else would you say, please? And I want to point out again that they're telling us something, but they're not actually telling us anything. They're not saying what it is. So that's what's even more intriguing here, is that it's like they're telling you a fact, but they're not explaining what it is. So here we know that they're burdened, but we don't know by what, or anything about it. Okay, group one's person, what would you tell them? What is your message for them, please? Thank you, thank you. I do think that they want to feel safe, and I think, and I didn't even need to draw cards for this, but I could feel it, that they do feel safe with you, actually. And that's really nice, because here I felt that immediately, that you probably have the persona, the aura, that is a natural healer or nurturer, or just someone that is like the caregiver or something like that. So it is, they didn't say it, but it is implied that they feel the sense of safety with you, probably more so than anybody else. Okay, so it's a compliment in a way, that the little that they are saying here to you and just within your reading, this is probably more than they would reveal to most people. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, can you tell us anything specific? Is there anything else that you would like to say? Group one's person, what would you want to tell them if you could, if you had the freedom to express? Nothing there. Anything else? Okay. We have the Magician. Okay, that one is going to be confusing. What would you like to say about the Magician? What is your detailed message? They're being a little vague, I feel. Can you tell us what you mean by the Magician, please? Oh, they're not even saying it even as they're saying it. This is really, oh my God. Your person, for a lot of you, they may struggle with a bit of ego or pride or stubbornness, even to, like rigidity maybe. You see these two together. There's a lot of power here, but there's also a little bit of that control too. So you can see in the Emperor card the armor. So they do feel a bit guarded for the most part. They may have just grown up this way. They may have become this way as a result of their circumstances, which is what I was talking about before. Okay, so remember that this person's strength is their ability to survive and to be resilient and to be their own leader, their own mascot in their lives. But ultimately, if they don't feel a sense of safety emotionally, this is going to drain them very quickly. And so just the more safe that you can make them feel or let them know that they are, I think that they can drop the armor over time and they can just see that, hey, it's safe. It's safe to be yourself. It's safe to, you don't have to climb these mountains all the time. You don't have to keep fighting. You can put down the sword in the battle. You can take off the armor, that kind of a thing. I think that when this person takes off their armor, they're incredibly sweet and soft within their energy. They can be just like a child, kind of a thing where it like, yes, vulnerable, but like there's a sweetness to what I'm feeling behind or beneath all of that armor. There was also something else. What was it? Let's see. Is there anything else? Anything else that you would like to say? Messages, group number one. Group number one's person. What would you like to say to them before we get the other ones, the messages? This person, I feel like they have so much talent. I feel like they have so much potential. I was getting a creative energy or an innovative type of energy, and I feel like this is another reason why there's just... I'm getting so many energies at once right now. I feel like they want to do so much, but they may feel very frustrated within themselves that they can't quite at times channel this, and they may feel like a failure sometimes because of that, okay? I swear, they speak so much without saying the words, but their vibe is showing it. And if you guys are intuitive, which you probably are, you're going to be able to feel this, okay? But remember that this is not personal to you at all if they are coming off in a certain way that you find weird or distant. This is not because of you. This is because of what they're dealing with. Okay, so I think that we are going to move on to the written messages, see if they want to speak directly through that, which they, I don't know, that's going to be interesting. So group one's person, do you have any other messages that you would like to say and speak out to us? They're quite hesitant. You see, they want to shuffle again, I can feel. All right. Is there anything that you would like to say directly? Group one's person, what would you like to speak aloud through the cards to them now? Thank you. Okay, it says here, just be honest with me. That could go both ways. Maybe for some of you, this is relevant where they're actually asking you to be more transparent about a particular thing. And I feel like that could be true if you have been holding back because of how they've been feeling. But this obviously could be them projecting that they know that you want them to be honest with them as well. But whatever the case is, that honest and transparent communication is brought up again. So that's going to be important right now. What would you like to tell them, please? What are your messages? Group one's person. Hang on, let's get a... What just happened? Let's get a pop out. Can we have some spirit? Can you help us? Spirit, can you assist us in this communication? What do they want to say? What do they want to say? I have a feeling that this person may have a tendency to want to run away and give up on certain things emotionally if it's too difficult. Okay, so that might be something you're observing as well. Any final messages? What do they want to say? They barely said anything. Okay, with the written at least. I just want some pop-outs. Just one at a time, Spirit, please. Just a few more. Hang on. See, it's kind of jumbled, you can tell. So this one's the only one. Okay, this is encouraging. It just says, I really like you. So obviously for some of you, you may be expecting like an I love you message if you've whatever, like if you've been together for a long time or if that's where it is. But the fact that they said I really like you is a huge compliment, because what they mean literally that they like you. They enjoy your company, they enjoy your heart, your mind, your soul. You know, they genuinely like you. Okay. Is there anything else? I feel like we're not going to get much out of them, but can we have any final messages, Spirit, for group one about their person? What does their person want to tell them? Okay. I just don't know. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. And I only drew pop-outs because, well, also because that deck is really hard to shuffle. But they just don't know for now. For now, they just don't know what to say. They don't know exactly what they're feeling. They don't even know what they need or probably what they want in terms of their soul's development. So the takeaway from this one is just to have patience. They will know what they want. They are being incredibly elusive about the future, about where they're going and what they're turning into. But as I said before, with the King of Cups, they are developing this sense of emotional maturity. It might be kind of gradual and kind of slow for some of them, but they are getting there. So that's really encouraging. Group one, I feel like that's all I have for you for today. This was really a unique reading. I do hope that this was helpful. I do hope that it resonated for you all. And if anything, you can let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's all I have for today. This wasn't like intense. This wasn't, anything so crazy or over the top. This was very much almost like a calm reading, but I really hope that any of these messages were helpful to you in any way. Okay, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. I wish you the very best, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 2, which is the Amethyst Heart. So as I did with group 1, I'm going to just first get you messages about your person or just anything that we have to know, and then afterwards we will get the direct messages from them. Spirit, this reading is for group number 2, please. Our Amethyst group, and the energies for them, especially the messages from or about their person. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 2. Spirit, for group 2, our Amethyst group, what is the first thing what are some messages that they need to know about their person? What do they need to know about their person in any way for group 2 Amethyst? What do they need to know about their person? Okay, group 2, what a start. This is probably going to be quite an interesting reading that we're going to have to figure out as we go along. You have here the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and then the Strength card. Similar to, I don't know if it's just me, if I'm rusty or what, but group 1, something similar kind of happened where I was just looking at the starting spread and I'm like, what am I looking at? So you're starting off with 2 5s and this infamous 7 of Swords, which always tends to kind of trip me up in readings, is here. So over here with, well, actually I did notice the 5 of Wands first. So I did feel like your person, or it could be you as well, but I did feel like your person is going through some sort of situational conflict right now. Could be something that, you know, environmentally or maybe with like work or family or whatever, that there is some kind of hassle or arguments or difficulty. They could even be hiding some of these feelings from you. They could be really tuning or turning inward right now. Again, that's actually kind of what happened in group 1, but we have here the 5 of Cups. I don't know. I feel like this is in itself a very confusing energy. Let's get some clarity. You know, it also could be maybe the deck itself wasn't something that resonated with them, but let's try to dig into this. Spirit, what do we need to know about their person? What's going on here? I've never really seen this happen, so let's see. What do they need to know? What's going on with their person? We have the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. There's something about this energy that kind of makes me feel like your person or even one of you is completely avoiding something, meaning within their situation or something emotionally perhaps. Maybe someone here, I feel like there's this battle between dealing with the outer world, like maybe wanting to, you know, socialize and like be with friends and do all that stuff and like have these outer experiences, focusing on money, work, stuff like that. But internally, there is this huge intuition that's trying to come through and say, you have to pay attention to something deeper here. There's a message that wants to come through. I feel like this person is ignoring it. Okay, so yes, I asked about your person, but sometimes the messages can be reversed. So be careful with, you know, like if this sounds like you, then maybe you're sharing that energy. I am getting the sense that this person here is focusing on the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Let's focus on the outer passions. Let's focus on whatever, like making money, having fun, but let's not focus on the internal struggle that's actually happening. Now, if they are going through this is a little bit more of things like frustration or inner conflict or inner challenges. But if they're going through the 5 of Cups now, that's where it kind of delves into something different. This is a little bit more of mental health, okay? It could be sadness, it could be grief, it could be regret. I just feel like they're completely not looking at this, okay? So I'm not trying to actively compare you guys to group 1. If you were drawn to it for some reason, I wouldn't be surprised though. This is a totally different vibe, but I just wanted to say, just for my own kind of clarity in my head, that was the theme there too, is that this person is not revealing something, but in this case, in you guys' case, I feel like this person knows that they are holding back a lot. I feel like they are doing this on purpose. I'm not necessarily getting that they're hiding it from you, though. I feel like they're hiding it from themselves, or that they just are completely avoiding something kind of heavy. I was gonna say dark, but I feel like they're holding back on something really heavy within themselves. So wow. What a start, right? I don't even know what I'm gonna do here. Let's try again. Spirit, can you please assist us? What else do they need to know for group number 2 or amethyst group? What else do they have to know about their person? What is some helpful things for them to know now about their person and the situation or anything? What do they have to know now? I felt like this energy was probably yours. Ah, yes, it is. Okay. So we have up here the King of Wands. Down here we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Remember that gender doesn't matter. Just it's just masculine or feminine energies. And then over here we have the Hanged Man and the Hermit. Okay. So the first message that actually popped up was these down here. And what this was telling me was that for many of you, you're being presently very patient with this person, and you may be trying to be honest with them and communicate with them something and be clear. Some of you may be a little bit more than clear. You may be even a bit not harsh, but the Queen of Swords can sometimes be cutting at times with truth, like just very straight to the point, which can be a little painful for some people who, don't want to hear that. But I do feel that you've been patient. Some of you may even start to feel stuck right now because of whatever is going on here. Now, if you notice, the Queen of Swords is down here. King of Wands is up here alone. There's a separation here. They're not looking at each other. They're actually looking in opposite directions. So I feel like there is a lack of being on the same page right now with your person. It kind of feels to me that they are separating themselves. I feel like there is a little bit of ego-based stuff. And again, I'm only pointing out that this is some of these words. I even use that word in group 1. You may feel called, some of you, to listen to that one. It was kind of long, but I don't know if there's some messages there. I just figured I would say that because, again, that word did come up, ego. But again, this is different. This person is striking me as a little bit more... Some of them might be a bit hot-tempered at times. There, even for a smaller number of you, could be some narcissism as well, where this person kind of feels like they don't need to come down to, like, they don't need to step down from their level of where they think that they are. They kind of, I don't want to say that they think that they're above others. They might, but they're distancing themselves and saying, like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to express myself. I don't need to show my feelings. I don't need to deal with them. I'm just going to do my own thing and keep charging forward. But this is in a way that's almost stubborn and, like I said, a little bit hot-tempered. So down here we have the Hanged Man and the Hermit. This is just floating energy. Literally, the Hanged Man is suspended in the air. There could be this level of feeling like you're in limbo, some of you, and you're just kind of waiting. The Hermit is both of you probably feeling a bit distant from each other right now. Spirit, what else do we need to know? What, for group number 2, what else do they need to know about their person? What are some messages about their person, please? Okay. Alrighty. So we have the Star. I do feel like maybe a lot of you do still have that sense of hope and faith for things to improve in general, but I also feel like there's maybe there could be a lot of wishes that you're hoping for the situation to improve or something like that. We have the 3 of Cups. That could even be a shared energy. I don't know if you've been thinking about maybe just, I don't know about like seeing other people. This depends on your situation, actually. But there could be the desire for support or for friendship or for whatever. We have here the Judgment and 5 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So I feel like with this energy that there actually will be some healing along the lines, but I'm not entirely convinced that it's your person. I feel like this is probably your energy. Whatever the case is, I do feel like healing is coming in a way of healing the spirit, healing the situation a bit here. I'm really struggling to get anything from your person at all. I feel like they are, like if I were to ask them directly, I feel like they would be probably kind of hot or defiant. Kind of defiant. Let's try it. Let's try it and see what they would want to say. I don't know what cards they want. Let's try the next one in line here. Okay. Okay, group two's person. Now let's see if we can address them. Group two's person, amethyst group two's person, what would you want to say? If you would say anything to group two, what would it be? What would you want to tell us? What would you want to tell them? Group two's person, what would you tell them, please? Wow, all right. Well, the first thing that they would tell you is that they are aware that things are not fair right now. That's actually what they would say. I feel that they are aware of the fact that they're not giving enough, or someone in the situation is not giving enough. You have the Queen of Wands over here. Now, that is a little interesting, that they, in their perspective, they do see you guys as on the same page or on the same level, right? So like before I said that they felt higher in some way, they actually see you as their equal. They don't see themselves as higher than you, I don't think. But they are acknowledging the fact that someone here is not giving enough. And it's probably them, based off of what I'm feeling here. Can you tell us more? Group two's person, what would you tell them, please, if you could? What would you tell them? I feel as though they don't even want to look at me, energetically speaking. I don't know what's going on here. Can you please tell us, what would you tell them, please? Group number two's person, what would you tell group two? Wow. Five of Pentacles. That's the first honest thing that they've said. Not that they were lying. I'm talking about emotionally honest, is that they do feel within themselves very much left out in the cold. But they, again, are acknowledging the fact that they have probably created this feeling. So they may have pushed people away. They may have acted in ways that are childish or foolish or like whatever. But they know that they've done this. They've, I don't know if they could stop themselves or not. But that is the result, and that's even the cause. So they may have acted the way that they are, and kind of frustrating you because of their own inner issues. Maybe they have issues of abandonment. Maybe they feel that nobody genuinely has cared for them in their lives, something like that. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit more? Spirit, can you assist us? What would they say? Group two's person, what would they say to them if they could? Some of them are kind of fighting this. Some of them are kind of saying something like, I'd prefer it this way. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather just walk away from this than maybe come up with a solution or put in the work. Like some of them are kind of taking that approach. We also have here the Death card. What about the Death card? What do we need to know about this Death card? Maybe they're kind of fighting a rebirth, some kind of a renewal of something. They could be pushing this away. The Death card, Spirit, please. The Chariot. Yeah, that's probably... I'm getting avoidance. So over here with the Five of Pentacles, it felt like there could be it could be a subconscious issue, but it also could be kind of obvious to them. But I am feeling avoidance. I am feeling, again, that feeling of let's run away, let's run away. Okay, Spirit, what else do we need to know? Can we have any direct messages? Group two's person, what would you say if you could, please? What would you say if you could? Wow. So we have the Four of Wands, came out pretty obviously reversed. I don't typically read reversals, but it was really pointed. Again, it's similar to the Six of Pentacles, that they are acknowledging the imbalance and the unfairness. I feel like if anything is topsy-turvy right now, it probably is because of the fact that they've been pushing things away or even pushing you away. Speaking of pushing, we do have here the Seven of Wands, which is that same vibe. It's sort of resistance or, yes, defiance. Or Yeah, just trying to, that's pretty much it. Just trying to force things or push things. It's kind of the same message there. And then we also have here the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. Okay, from these two cards, I'm getting the sense of a person that does not want to, again, deal with deeper issues, but only wants to stay on the surface. We can only do that for so long, though, I think. Let's see what they want to say. Let's see if they will speak to us and give us some written messages. They may not. Okay. Spirit, can we have some extra assistance here for this? Okay. Group two's person. Can you please give us any message that you want? What would you say if you could to group 2 specifically at this time? Thank you. What would you say? Okay, these came out 2 at a time. I wasn't sure if I should take these. Let's do the 1. They said here, if I could be with you, I would. So obviously, depending on your situation, they would still choose you, I think. That's what's really interesting to me. As much as they want to push and shove and like run away from whatever, I feel like they would still choose you in many ways. And that's if you're not together. If you are together and you're seeing this message, it still resonates that they would, like, if they could be with you, meaning if they could be close with you, open with you, they would. So that's what's perplexing about this person. They are at conflict with themselves. They are at odds with themselves about this and about their feelings, especially when it comes to you. What else, Spirit? What do they want to say? Group 2's person. Okay. Yeah, it does say I want to fix this and I need to know. So I need to know means that they don't currently know how to fix this. They have an idea, again, that something is not right, but they just don't have the answers. They don't have the fix it, the tools to do this. Group 2's person, what is your message for them? Nope, just too many. Can we just have one? Group 2's person, what would you say to them? Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, hold on. They could be running out of things to say. Can you tell us one more thing? They said, pretty simply, I'm afraid. Okay? So yes, we do see that. We do see that maybe there was just like this total lack of support with emotional, development or whatever. Or they could just be afraid of something very specific that you just discussed. Okay, so I think that for those of you that resonates, it was whatever you just went through situationally together that they're afraid of, and they kind of put them in a little bit of a mood. Any final messages, group number 2's person, that you want to say? Hey, woo. Okay. It says, I'm hurting right now. For those of you that they actually expressed that they're hurting, that's probably on the rare side. For the rest of you, they're feeling it, but again, they probably wouldn't really express that. Final message, please, Spirit, about for them. Group 2's person, what is their message? That one didn't really pop out satisfactory, but it says, just be honest with me. So this one is a specific one. This is not going to be for everyone. But if you recently had a conversation with your person and they were asking you, like, what is your answer? What do you really want to do here? Whatever. They want to know your honest opinion. And I think that they would really value this. Even if, let's say, they might get upset at what your truth is, or they don't want to think about that possibility. Whatever is your truth right now, whatever is your honest answer, they do want to hear this, and you may be even meant to tell them this, because whatever is meant to come from it is going to be within your highest good and theirs. Okay, so this is something to consider. You don't have to listen to me, but if this does fit with your situation, this is something that Spirit is asking you to consider. Okay. So this reading was, very hard for me to get these messages out. So group 2, I don't know if this resonated, but I do hope that it did, that it was helpful. If anything, you can let me know in the comments, let us know what's going on. If you did find it helpful, feel free to subscribe and share and all that stuff. But thank you for tuning in. I wish you the very best, and let me know what happens. Okay, so take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 3, which is our selenite. So let's shuffle. Spirit, this reading is for group 3, and the energies for them, especially messages from or about their person. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 3. Thank you. So the first thing that I'm going to get is messages about them, anything that okay, the shuffle is not agreeing with me. Anything that we have to know that will be helpful for the reading. Spirit, for group number 3, please, our selenite group, what do they need to know first and foremost about their person or the situation? For group number 3, selenite, what do they have to know? What do they need to know about their person? Let's leave it there. Okay, I don't know what is going on within the collective, but it kind of seems like people are really going through something right now. It's funny because in the intro I was going to even speak about the collective energy, and I'm glad I didn't, because things are rapidly shifting right now. You have the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and then you have the 3 of Pentacles. So groups 1 and 2 were a bit challenging in the energies. You guys are the first group to show me that there's a lot of positive energy and potential for things to improve. I don't know what's going on specifically with your situation in the connection or whatever, but it does seem to me like there is something that your person is struggling with. This doesn't strike me as something new. It strikes me as that they've been just dealing with this. There could be chronic stressors, there could be battles. Some of you, it could be like there's physical battles. Honestly, I'm getting both. It's both. This could be physical struggles, and it also could be mental health, okay? And added on to this sort of internal sense of disquiet, this is affecting the outer world too, in a sense of they're dealing with some situational factors as well. Now, with the 3 of Pentacles, this is nice because I feel like the both of you are collaborating together, and in general, there will be this energy of problem solving, things smoothing over, things becoming brighter from this cloudiness over here. So that's really encouraging. Okay, Spirit, what else do we need to know, please? For group 3, what do they need to know about their person? Oh my goodness, you have the Tower. So like I said, this could just be simply a difficult transition, a difficult time for almost everybody in the collective energy, because I do think that this year was, this year to me, I feel like it was very imbalanced for many of us, but I also feel like it was for a very good reason. What I'm getting here is that this is a necessary sort of a shift for your person and for you as well, where it ultimately had to get to that point of balance, right? So when things come into balance, it means that we have to either add something or take something away. So your person is going to have to release something in order to find that balance, or bring some sort of positive energy into their lives. but I do think that there is a bit of this turmoil that is still going on. It could be internal chaos, like I said. Now, this is funny to me because we literally have scales on this card. This is the Six of Pentacles. And then we have the Two of Wands, okay? So it is showing, again, potential. This is potential for the future, that things are definitely going to become balanced in some way. The vibe that I'm getting here is that someone is going to take action or become more mindful and do something about this situation and create this balance. So that's really good. Someone here is definitely taking it seriously. It's hard to tell if it's you or them. Of course, it could be both. Can we have more information, Spirit? What do they need to know about their person? Thank you. Sorry, my throat's not 100% back to normal. What do we need to know about their person? Everybody got the Hermit card and a 5. This is so weird to me, but it's a different vibe for each group. So you got the Hermit and you also got the Moon. Okay, so the overall vibe that I'm getting from your person is that they are open and willing to work towards things. They might not know how. They might feel very confused. They might feel like naturally that they are one to kind of turn inward or be introverted or maybe even like alone. They may kind of feel naturally like that. But I do feel that they are open to this collaboration. They are open to hearing your advice. They are open to, working with you or just in general receiving help in some way. So that's the vibe I'm getting from them. But with the Moon card here, there's just so much to answer. There's so many questions. There's a lot of uncertainty here, again, which can really turn into anxiety quickly. They may be used to it at this point because they've been dealing with this for a while. Anything else that we need to know about their person, please? Okay. This is really good. This is how it shifted. So, boom, it shifted so quickly. We have 3 pentacles in a row. So remember before with this card, this is a pentacle as well, the collaboration card. So someone here in this effort, it's a group effort at this point, there will be coming together. There will be harmony. There will be support, friendship, better times. Someone's efforts are going to be paying off here, and you will be seeing a complete shift in the vibe, the mood, the brightness of the situation and of the person, or like of either of you. So we have here the Page of Pentacles. You can see that there's blessings coming your way. There's abundance. There's going to be an improvement in financial situation for a lot of you as well. There's going to be an improvement in focus. Someone, again, this could be shared energy. So that's why I'm saying someone. But yeah, someone here is working really hard and being diligent and disciplined about things that matter to them personally. And over here, there's safety, prosperity, abundance. You can even hear the words. The messages are coming through faster. The energy picked up speed, and I can feel the excitement. I can feel the motivation or the enthusiasm coming through. So I'm really happy to see that. Bottom of the deck, I did notice as well the Wheel of Fortune. So things are not going to be stuck. This is going to be changing. So my readings are always timeless unless the title specifies a time frame. But I am getting a sort of a vibe here. I did get September. If you're watching this when I'm posting it, which is August 1st of 2022, I am feeling that if you are watching it around that time frame, that something is going to shift within September. If you're watching it a little bit later, then it will still kind of resonate like October-ish. But yeah, give or take a few months, something is going to shift. And that shift is going to come in pretty suddenly, actually. So I think I want to get another deck just to see what else they want to say. But let's see, do they want to use this deck? I'll just use this one, see if... I'm not entirely sure if they want to use this one. Hold on, let's see. Kind of was drawn to this one. Okay. So let's try to address them now. Group 3's person, what would you like to say? If you could say anything to group 3, what would it be? Group 3's person. What would you say to them? What's your message? Okay, we have the King of Wands. They are highly ambitious, this person. They want to take their lives very seriously with their goals. But if they were going through this imbalance, then I can see why this is very stressful. Because if they are this passionate and ambitious and determined about their lives and they're not seeing that result, then this would result in them being anxious or even depressed about this. So, but just know that they have this within them. They have this inner fire within them, and what they will see, this is not even a message for you. This is a message that you even can, kind of like observe within them, or even tell them that things are going to get better. They are going to see a shift within all of the stuff that they wanted to achieve. They're going to be seeing results. They're going to be feeling results. Like, literally, they're going to be able to hold something in their hand and say, I achieved this, or this has become real. Group 3's person, what would you tell them, please? Group 3's person, what would you tell them, please? Thank you. Wow, I love this so much. You have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So that's yet another pentacle for the batch here, to say that good things are coming, blessings are coming, new opportunities are coming. Some of you, if it's a specific message that your person has been looking for some sort of employment or a direct opportunity that affects their physical 3D world, it is coming very soon, okay? Again, it could come within the next few months, I believe. Oh, well, see, that wasn't a message from them. It was just like, but it was all over them. That energy is all over them. This energy of Ace of Pentacles is surrounding them right now because, again, they are creating this abundance by opening up their energy to this positive change. So they don't want to say much with these, so I will get the written ones, but let's do one more. Spirit, what do they want to say? Whoa, it just like bounced off me. 10 of Cups here. So this is a beautiful image. This is how they feel with you, most likely. That they do feel safe, they do feel warm, they feel cared for. I feel like this is mutual. I feel like you feel this way in their presence as well, that there's this sense of harmony, togetherness, this obvious spiritual connection, like a deeper connection here. And I think at this point where you can feel safer and maybe if finances improve a bit, that the both of you can think about the future and say, look at all the wonderful things that we can still build together. It's a very blessed vibe in this card, really beautiful. And, they don't really show the rainbow here, but there's usually a rainbow there to show the blessings. Okay, so now let's get the written ones. What I want to say, though, I mean, this reading has been very different than what I expected. When I first made this channel and made these cards, totally different sort of a vibe. It was just like sort of, back when I started, it was probably a little bit more of a cliche love message reading. But in this one, it's really complicated. Everyone has a different reason for not speaking their mind so far. What I'm getting from your person is that they're tired, that they have been through so much mentally, and they don't want to be quiet towards you. They don't want to be keeping towards themselves. But if they are going through that right now, it is a transition. It is probably like this heaviness within themselves that they're dealing with, but they don't mean to be this way. And in fact, it's going to change. It is going to improve, as I mentioned. Okay, so let's just get some final worded messages from them. I feel like they would be more vocal, that they are naturally or normally more vocal in general. Okay. Okay, so group 3's person, what is your message, please? What would you want to tell them if you could? It says, I'm focusing on other things right now. And we already saw that. They're focusing on feeling better, 1. They're focusing on changing their situation, 2. And they're focusing on just like overall brightening themselves within their aura, within their mindset. So that all of that is on their mind right now. So that's another reason why they may not seem as, open or like they're not communicating as much. What would you like to tell them, Group 3's person? What is your message for them at this time? Oh my God, that's that's so sweet. You are my equal. I definitely agree with that after we saw the Ten of Cups. So you are my equal. You see the two bunnies there? They do look like they are on the same page. There's equal and mutual respect. This is how this person views you. Kind of like what I'm getting here is actually best friend energy. I think that this person thinks very highly of you. That they do respect you, and that they know that for everything that they cannot do, they know that you can help them through it, and they feel the same way, vice versa, that they would help you through the same things if you're in a rough patch too. So this is really nice. Okay. This person is definitely a lot more emotionally open and articulate. So far it's the strongest energy for that. Anything else? What would you say? Wow, they're really sweet and romantic. You are my light. This is so nice. Like, it just makes me, oh my goodness, I feel it. I feel the warmth. I feel the love. So very beautiful. You are my light. You are my equal. So again, they think the world of you, I think. And probably based off of what I'm seeing here, feels like you guys have been through a lot together. Or you will, continue to be through so much together. Like you're navigating the journey of life, the spiritual soul path together, and that's like probably the most intense journey that any of us can take, and you're doing it together. Okay, what else? What would you tell them? Whoops, too many. Can we have more messages? Anything else you would like to say? Whoops. I don't know, these came out two at a time. Hold on, let me get one at a time, please. Can we just have one at a time, please? These are hard to shuffle. That's why I don't want to just get any old cards there. I have regrets. Wow. They are really open. They're so ready to talk about what's difficult. And I respect that a lot, because I know that that's really hard for most of us, like for most human beings, I should say, right? It's not something we naturally want to talk about, I don't think. I mean, it does take practice, but they are admitting to you, they are just saying openly, I have regrets. They may even talk to that topic about you. I just screwed that up. They may talk about that topic to you, and you know this, and you know that they do have, maybe they do have insecurities, maybe they vocalize it and they say, like, I wish I did this differently. I wish I could have gone back in time and, did everything over again, especially about their current predicament. Anything else? What would you like to tell them? Spirit, any final messages from their person? It says, I am not ready for this connection. Okay, so obviously that's not talking about you guys and your connection, but this could be talking about some other kind of commitment that is coming up right now, okay? And I'm not just trying to like skew that answer. This is showing me that something else has come up that they are unsure of. It could have been a new thing. It could have been like any kind of commitment, whether it's like something new you guys talked about, or like even if they're trying to like start up on something new for themselves, like a project or work or like whatever. There's something that they're not ready for. Is there anything you want to add to that? Anything you want to say further about this card, please? Just one. They said, I want to fix this. So they're just not ready yet, because at the current time, they don't have the tools, they don't have the mental space. For some of you, if you feel like, this does depend on your situation too. So I forgot that, like, if some of you are in the beginning stages, if you're not in a long-term relationship with this person, they may kind of give off that vibe or say sometimes that they're not ready for a commitment, right? So maybe it does have to do with you in that particular situation, but it's only because they're not ready within their heart space or their mental space to give all of themselves to you or the situation, because they want to be clear of the mind, they want to be balanced, they want to love themselves, or whatever the case is, before they can commit fully. So that's the only reason why. It is not personal to you. Can we have a final message, please, from them? Well, we have, no, there's too many. Hold on, just one, please, just one. Oh, sorry, just one. Okay, so your final message. Oh my goodness, I swear this person is so romantic. It says, you are my wish. That's the third one you've gotten with that language. So this is really funny to me. So it was, you are my equal, you are my light, and you are my wish. Isn't that so very beautiful? So again, I think that what it seems to me is that this person is the most vocal when it comes to their feelings about you. That they, whatever the case is, that they like you, that they love you, that they view you as someone like a soulmate energy, whatever. But when it comes to you, I feel like they are very much ready and willing to be open about how they feel towards you. They're not afraid to say that they love you or have these deeper feelings for you. Okay? This is really nice. I really love that. Okay, so group number 3. I feel like that's it. Those are the messages that I have for you. I do hope that this was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it didn't at all, it might not be your group. But if you do want a personal reading, the link is in the description. So thank you guys so much. If you do want to see more videos, feel free to like and subscribe and all that. But thank you once again. I'm wishing you the very best, and I hope to see you guys next time, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 4, which is the green purple fluorite. Spirit, this reading is for group number 4, please. And the energies for them, especially messages from or about their person. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group number 4. Thank you. So what we're going to start off with is just messages about your person. Like, what do we need to know? Spirit, for group number 4, green purple fluorite. What do they need to know about their person, please? What is the first message that they need to know about their person? Group 4, please. What do they need to know about their person? Thank you. Oh, goodness. We have here the 3 of Swords as your first card. So I would probably say that the first message is that your person is hurting in some way. But the really interesting thing about this next card, I mean, I feel like this is a really interesting combo. You have the Hierophant, okay? This could either mean that your person is highly protected and that they are guided right now. They could be shifting through some sort of a transformation, kind of leaving old wounds behind, releasing things that don't serve them. But I feel like there's a lot going on here. They alternatively, your person could be going through a wound, a hurt within their heart that does have to do with their connection with divine or with their spiritual path in general. But obviously, let's get more cards and see. Spirit, what do we need to know for group number 4? What do they need to know about their person, please? Wow, we have the Two of Cups. I have to say, I feel like, no, that's the first out of all of the groups. You're the first to actually get a card that could signify love or a soulmate connection or whatever. Some of you may not resonate with that, obviously, but like this is pretty strong. This is a strong soul connection that this person feels, and probably it's mutual, right? It's obvious. It's obvious to me. You know what it feels like? It feels like this is the same person. It feels like two peas in a pod, kind of a vibe here, and it's, you know what, it's unspoken. That's why I don't even have anything else to say. This is an obvious soul, deep soul level connection. That's all they wanted to tell you. Okay, so Spirit, what else do we need to know, please, for group number 4? What do they need to know about their person? Thank you. Group 4, what do they need to know? We have the Knight of Swords. So, I mean, this is going to resonate differently, but your person is going to be moving swiftly in the direction of some kind of success for themselves. That is going to be different for everyone because we don't know what this means for them specifically, but they are moving towards prosperity and stability. I am getting stability, and I am getting just basically that they're feeling better about themselves, they're feeling more confident, they're feeling more capable. So that's really nice for them. Can we know more, please? For group number 4. What do they need to know about their person? Yeah, lots of movement here. We have the Knight of Wands, and then I am seeing again, here, this is on the bottom, the Eight of Cups. So I think that your person may be moving along. I don't know if they're actually physically moving. They could be, though. Like traveling. They could be traveling in some way. And you know, when they do, and this is going to happen within, I'm getting the number 3. Some of you, it could be in as little as 3 weeks. Others of you, you know, that might be a little bit more foggy. I feel like this is happening very soon. Really, very soon. When they do this, when they move forward, when they have this momentum, they're going to be doing so with a clear mind. So they're going to be having answers. Some of them may be waking up to certain things, but I feel like they're just going to have much more clarity within them than they had at any point before. Especially with this Three of Swords, which I'm going to ask about. Spirit, what's going on with the Three of Swords for group 4's person? Three of Swords. They had to realize something. Five of Swords came out. They had to realize something about their heart, about probably their internal struggles. That's all they're saying. They had to realize something. Can you tell us a little bit more regarding the Three of Swords? What's going on for them? You know, I think that they've been receiving messages from Divine. They've been getting a lot of angel messages, spirit guide messages, and nudges from pretty much everybody on their spirit team. Like literally everybody on their spirit team. That kind of tells me, I don't know, I mean, kind of suggests to me that they've been ignoring it for a long time. So they finally had to realize something. And you can see the strength with the Eight of Wands of these messages. This is not from one spirit guide. They have been bombarded with I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm just like it's kind of funny because I can kind of even see it in my head that they've been bombarded with synchronicities, messages, knowings, intuitions everywhere, every day, even for some of them, like dreams as well. And the Three of Swords, this prompted an intense shift for them, a realization specifically. Remember before I said that they had to realize something. Okay, they're handling this well. I feel like this person has already been through multiple transformations. I feel like at this point, they're kind of not even fazed by it, but it has been a lot, because this is a lot of energy. This is a lot of, this is a lot of adjustment and evolution. Can you tell us anything more before we get another deck? What do they have to know? Group force person, what do they need to know about them? Okay, that card tried to pop out. It did not, but it is the other moving on card similar to the Eight of Cups. So again, there could be travel involved for some of them. Can you tell us a little bit more? What do they need to know about their person? Thank you. So we have the Page of Wands, and we have the Nine of Swords. So this person ultimately is kind of terrified about the path ahead, about the journey. They are terrified in some sense. So this tells me that they're going to be doing something new. They're stepping outside of their comfort zone, and this is just, it has been probably their worst fear for a very long time. But I do think that they're going to face that fear. I do think that they're going to step forward and just go for it. I do want to try this new deck that I just got. What is it, the Mystical Manga? Am I saying that right? Some of the images are a bit like explicit. I don't know if I could even show that. But let's take a look here. Spirit, can you tell us? Hold on. Let's ask them directly. This deck is very edgy as well. Your person kind of strikes me as they would fit this vibe. Okay, group force person, do you have a message for them? If you could tell them anything, what would it be? Group force person, what would you tell them? Group 4. The group force person, what would you say to group 4 if you could? Okay, the first card we have here is the Knight of Cups. Again, movement. That's the third knight. So they're definitely moving forward. For some of you, it may resonate that they're even moving towards you as well. With the cups coming through here, there's a good pace, there's a good energy, there's calmness here. There's even humility if that resonates for you. Can you tell us more? Group force person, what would you tell them if you could, if you had the freedom to tell them? To tell them anything. These are kind of loud, sorry. Okay, we do have the King of Swords. One of these flipped. Okay, that's weird. You got two kings in a row. Very interesting. So to me, they did go from the page that they had the knights earlier, and now to have two kings does tell me that this person, by the time that they come forward in this way, they will have reached a lot of maturity. And again, there's humility here too. I feel like this person would want to be honest and fair, transparent, and that they are actually at this point going to as well be more reliable and trustworthy. Okay, so I am getting some interesting vibes coming through here. Is there anything else? What would you want to say? They're still hesitant, though, I feel. This is gonna, like, if this is your situation where you have not been in contact and this person wants to come through, or if you've been speaking less, this person is still going to probably be a little bit guarded in some ways, depending on what happened. For example, if there was a falling out, you know? Can you tell us more? What group force person, what would you tell them if you could? Oh my. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. This is crazy. They have the Tower again. That's insane. That's a very chaotic shift that they have been going through and that they will go through. That's quite a double whammy there, to get the Tower twice. But they also got the Nine of Swords twice, okay? And to top it off, they also got the Eight of Swords. You see, look at all that inner conflict, anxiety, again, turmoil, and feeling trapped in a lot of ways. I do sense that they are freeing themselves from this. I don't think that they're going to remain trapped. But so this was their message to you directly. So they wanted to tell you, I'm going through it. I'm really going through it right now. All of the bricks are falling. The tower is crumbling. This could mean so many different things. But I feel like one of the messages is that they are, oh my goodness, you know what? I'm going to clarify this for you because I saw the lightning bolt, and that could be so many different things. Oh, goodness. I'm disoriented looking at that. Group 4's person, what do you mean by the tower? Can you please tell us about the tower? I'm getting an image about something coming in from a high place, so I don't really know what that means. But they're indicating something from up high, plummeting down and like falling down. So I mean, it could just be the tower, but something about like being up higher is significant here. That's weird. Can you tell us what you mean by the tower, please? Group 4's person. Something, I mean, definitely a storm. I see the storm here. Group 4's person, what do you mean by the tower, please? Can you clarify? We have the Ace of Coins. They want to rebuild everything about their lives, and they are not taking this lightly at all. The Ace of Coins, or the Pentacle suit, is about the physical aspects of life, environment, finances, home life, even physical self in any way. And they want to rebuild this, everything, from scratch. That is a huge proposal on their part. They want to really just reinvent everything. Okay, well, is there anything else you want to tell us about this? Whoopsie. This person is actually easier to get messages from versus like group 1 and 2. They are kind of reserved in a way, but because you guys are so similar with your vibes, I feel like it's actually coming through more smoothly. Okay, anything else you want to tell us? Group 4's person, anything else you want to tell us, please, about anything? Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, and here you can see that they are planting the seeds. They are cultivating something. They are, again, building something. This is going to take some time, or I guess on their end, they feel like this is going to take some time. But they are being patient now. They're being calculated. They're being really smart about what they want to produce, like the results. And I did mention that there's a huge level of maturity as well. So this, I mean, this has benefited them a lot. They have this attitude where they can create the results that they want of their lives. So that's really a great thing to see. Okay. Anything else? Group 4's person, what would you tell them about the Two of Cups, or about anything else from the heart, about feelings that you want them to know? Group 4's person, what would you tell them if you could? Okay, we have here the Page of Coins, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Coins. Oh, I see. So they're basically saying that when it comes to this, notice how when I made a specific question about feelings, they actually did kind of close up a little bit, but that's because they've been sort of used to that. Again, it depends on what has happened. Like if there was a falling out, if there was an argument, you know, whatever, they understand that there's potential and that they still feel open to something, but there's still this sort of, there's this challenging energy that actually is still in the way. Is there anything else that you want to clarify? Group 4's person, what would you like to tell them? What would you tell them if you could? Yeah, that's what I thought. Quite interesting combo we just got. I think did everybody get this 5? This is crazy. You got the 5 of Pentacles, so something about being left out in the cold perhaps, but then you also got the 3 of Swords again. Oh my gosh. Bottom of the deck, you do have the 4 of Wands, okay? So you can see, I mean, here it's kind of obvious. You can see the love, the togetherness, the connection. But again, like to get the 3 of Swords again in this way, it's quite a powerful message. There's a lot of hurt, probably on both sides, a lot of hurt to go around here. And I think that at this point in the present, the hurt is because there's coldness, because there is either a lack of communication or someone feeling in some way pushed away or, you know, even abandoned or ghosted or like whatever happened. Okay, that being said, let's see what they would want to say with words here. Now with this final deck, Spirit, can you assist us here? Whoopsie. Okay. This fell out immediately. It said, I need time. In their lives, they are going to make this change fairly soon. But they could be hinting at the fact that when it comes to the more emotionally vulnerable things, they do need a bit more time. I don't know how much, but they are just not quite there yet. So let's see what else they want to say. Can you please give us one at a time, Spirit? What do they want to say? Group 4's person, what do you want to say? So just one at a time, please. These are hard to shuffle because they're crappy index cards. Can we have just one? Nope. Just one, please, at a time. Group 4's person, what would you want to tell them? Well, that was sort of one at a time. Okay, this is very beautiful. It says, you are my joy, okay? So they're not denying that. Out of everything that's going on in the situation, all of the confusion, all of the hassle, they have never denied this. Even if they may have kind of spoken differently, they internally, they have never denied this, that you are their joy. They also said, oh my God, that's crazy. It says, if I could be with you, I would. Amazing. Wow. If I could be with you, I would. So obviously there are some reasons. There are some limitations or barriers or burdens or whatever, that there's a legitimate reason why they cannot be with you right now. I mean, that would be situationally, but emotionally speaking, there's a lot of reasons too. Okay, what would you want to tell them, please? Group 4's person, what else? One at a time, what would you want to tell them? Just one at a time, please. Okay, so you did, these came out 2. This one that flipped up 1, it says, I am ashamed. Okay, so whether or not they harmed you and they were the reason for like some sort of a argument or falling out, they do feel ashamed. They do feel aware. They're very aware of the fact that they hurt you or hurt themselves too. They also want to, whoopsie, oh goodness. It says, I can't tell you how I really feel. But you can feel it. I know that you can feel it. And whatever you're feeling within your intuition about your person is probably correct. Like 99% probably correct. But at this current point in time, they're still not ready. They still cannot actually bring themselves to tell you how they feel because they do need time. But again, going off of what I see here, I do feel like they inevitably will be ready to tell you. Okay, yeah. Anything else? Any final messages? Nope. Hold on. Any final messages, Spirit, from their person? Oops. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. It says, please come back. Wow. Please come back. So, yeah, you guys are definitely looking like the group that there may not be contact right now. And again, even if there is, it could be in an emotional sense. So they're asking you to please come back. I don't know if I should I get one more? Spirit, do you have just one more for us? Hang on. Just one more. Okay, your final message. It says, it's too late. This one could be their fear. Also, for those of you that you don't want this person back in your life, that could be the case as well. You know, whatever it is with your situation, this person does feel as if it is too late. So if for some reason you disagree with this and you think that and you want them to come back or whatever, all you really have to do is open your energy. But if for, you know, if you do feel like it is too late, if you agree with them, then I guess that's that. You know, you may need to cut cords and stuff, but from their perspective, they do tend to think more often than not that it's too late. But again, depending on your situation, if you do want an openness with them, again, you just have to probably open your energy, send them some peace, you know, whatever works for you. So I think group 4, that is it. That's all the messages I have for you for today. I do hope that this was helpful. I do hope that it resonated. And if it didn't, may not be the right group or video for you, but let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much. Oh, and if you do want a personal reading, the link is always in the description. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Feel free to like and subscribe if you did enjoy this reading, or check out my other videos. And I hope to see you guys next time, okay? Be well, take care of yourselves, and I will see you then, okay? Bye-bye.